Hey everyone! You know those tiny little marks you see in your books and on your phone? Ever wonder how they can be so powerful? Well, today we're going to uncover the secret superheroes of writing. The little guys that make everything we read super clear and even fun. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's start with a really strange sentence. Just look at this. Let's eat grandma. Wait a minute. That sounds a bit scary, doesn't it? I mean, we want to eat with grandma, not, well, you get the idea.
So, do you see the problem here? We're just trying to invite grandma for dinner, not turn her into dinner. This is a super confusing sentence. How on earth do we fix it? We're definitely going to need some special help. You see, when we're talking to each other, we can pause or make our voice louder or softer to show what we mean. But you can't really do that in writing, can you? That's where our special helpers come in. They guide the reader and make sure nobody gets the wrong idea. And these awesome helpers have a name: punctuation marks. Just think of them as the traffic signals for our sentences. They tell you when to slow down, when to stop completely, and when to get really excited. It's a pretty cool way to look at it, right?
All right, it's time to meet the main team, our writing heroes. Each one has a super special job, and once you get to know them, your own writing is going to become so much clearer and more powerful.
And here they are, our fantastic four. We've got the full stop, that little dot. Then there's the comma, which is kind of like a dot with a little tail. We have the question mark for all those curious questions. And of course, the exclamation mark for when you have big feelings. So, let's start with our first hero, the full stop. Its job might seem simple, but believe me, it is the most important one. You could even say it's the boss of the sentence. The full stop is just like a red light when you're crossing the road. When you see it, you stop. That's it. It tells you, hey, this thought is complete. You can take a little breath before you start the next one. For example, take a look at this sentence. Always tell the truth. That full stop right at the end tells us the idea is finished. It's a clear, simple statement. Stop. Message delivered. Okay, next up is our good friend, the comma. Now, the comma is totally different from the full stop. It's not a red light. It's more like a little speed bump on the road that just tells you to slow down for a second. So, the comma is a real multitasker. It has two really important jobs. First, it gives the reader a little break, a small pause right in the middle of a sentence. And second, it helps us make lists of things without them all getting squished together. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say Priya wants to tell us what she has in her school bag. She'd write, I have my books, my tiffin box, my water bottle, and my colorful pencils. See how those commas just neatly separate everything? Imagine if they weren't there. It would be a total jumble. And now for the really fun ones. Let's talk about the two helpers that bring all the feelings and emotions into our writing. Get ready for the question mark and the exclamation mark. These guys are the noisy ones. The question mark is our super curious friend. It's always asking something, like, are you coming to the park? But the exclamation mark, oh, it's just bursting with energy and excitement. You use it when you want to shout with joy, like, what a beautiful goal! Or bravo! We won the match! Now that we've met our punctuation heroes, let's talk about their best friend, the capital letter. Now, it isn't a punctuation mark, but trust me, it has a very important superpower of its own. Okay, so here's all you need to remember. It's super simple. There are just two big rules. Rule number one, every single new sentence must start with a capital letter. And rule number 2, you always use a capital letter for special names, like your friend Rohan, or a famous river like the Ganga.
All right, team. You've met all our super helpers. You know their powers, so are you ready to put it all together? Let's go back to that scary sentence from the beginning. It's time to save Grandma.
And would you look at that? On the left, you see the scary sentence. But on the right, just by adding one tiny little comma, our super helper, the meaning changes completely. Let's eat Grandma. Now we're calling Grandma to come eat with us. Whew, that was a close one. Grandma is safe. So you see, the big idea here is that these little marks have a huge, important job. They're the heroes that stop our writing from being all confusing. They're what give our words real meaning. Okay, now that you're all punctuation experts, I have one last fun challenge for you. It's a little speaking activity to practice everything we just learned. You think you're ready? Here we go. Try reading this little tongue twister out loud, but don't forget to follow our punctuation traffic signals. That means you have to stop at the full stops, take a little pause for the comma, and use a really curious voice for that question mark at the end. Give it a try. Have fun with it and keep practicing. You'll be a writing superhero in no time. Thanks for joining me.